Hello and welcome to a brand new episode of Health360. On the show today, we are going to be talking to you about controversial health topics like grounding and earthing, for example. It's generated a fair amount of chatter online because of a controversy that it brewed. Is it good for your health or is it counterproductive? Also on the show, we're telling you why pre-cut fruits and vegetables should never be used. The US FDA had flagged off the use of kajal or kohl, the cosmetic we all so love. Why is that? That and many more big trending stories up ahead on the show. I'm Sneha Mordani. Grounding is a therapeutic technique that involves activities that ground or electrically reconnect you to the earth. It relies on earthing science and grounding physics. The logic here is that it has some health benefits for you. But does it really? What's the kind of research behind it? Why has grounding and earthing become a subject of controversy now? This report gets you all the details. Does this walking on the grass with your bare feet serve any purpose? Yes, the grass feels great around your toes, but what really are the health benefits of grounding or earthing? Recently, there was a controversy over the benefits of walking barefoot. The liver doc and Sridhar Vembu traded insults over benefits of walking without your shoes. The practice of connecting with the earth's electrical energy by walking barefoot on natural surfaces like grass has become a contentious issue. But controversies is not what we care about. We aren't concerned with the controversy. What we are concerned about is telling you the truth about earthing and grounding and what are the pros and cons of earthing and grounding. So what is earthing and grounding? This is earthing. For example, walking barefoot with the grass touching your feet is earthing. Touching the grass, coming in contact with earth is earthing. Playing with mud, getting your hands dirty in that sense. A lot of kids do it, a lot of people are asked to do it, is earthing. In fact, a lot of schools I know get their kids to play with mud. All of these are forms of earthing. Earthing essentially is the practice of bringing your body in contact with the earth. Many people also say that maybe swimming also is earthing. It can be considered earthing. So while there is some evidence to suggest earthing is good for your health, these claims aren't really backed by very high quality research. But there is a growing body of evidence suggesting that being outside in nature benefits your physical and mental health. Here's what you need to think about. Some earthing techniques may require extra caution. If you have chronic medical conditions, be sure to check with your provider before you start earthing, especially if you have podiatric health issues. If you have a foot condition, check with your podiatrist. Nerve damage. If there is reduced sensation in your feet, you might not notice minor injuries that happen while walking barefoot outdoors. Allergies. People with life-threatening allergies to insect bites and stings may need to avoid outdoor earthing. And pregnancy. If you plan on earthing during your pregnancy, Be extra cautious. There are contaminants and infectious organisms in soil that could impact fetal development. Also, immune system problems. If it is compromised, touching soil or swimming in a natural body of water could raise the risk of an infection. Connecting with the earth and its energies with some precautions is good for your mental and physical health, but it certainly isn't a cure-all. Who doesn't like convenience? We all love doing things that makes our life easy, doesn't it? Because life is anyway so busy. And while cooking, a lot of us often resort to purchasing pre-cut fruits and vegetables, particularly vegetables, because that makes cooking even faster. However, not one, not two, but several problems have been associated with using pre-cut fruits and pre-cut vegetables. This report is going to give you a reality check. Life is easier, more convenient, but is it healthier? This is not a question with a simple answer. Now it may be convenient to buy fruits and vegetables that are pre-cut. Pick any app that delivers fruits and vegetables, they all deliver pre-cut veggies. But there is a bit of a problem here. You're probably wondering how pre-cut fruit and veggies could possibly be bad for you. Well, technically they're not bad. They're just not as good. Pre-cut fruit and veggies are obviously still fruit and veggies, which means they're more nutritious, say, than a candy bar. Cutting fruits or vegetables exposes them to oxygen and light, and sometimes heat, all of which affect vitamin retention in food. I put this question to a nutritionist.
So having a cut fruits definitely is not a good idea. The reason being that once the fruits are cut and exposed to the air, they lead to the oxidative degeneration of the vitamins and the minerals that are present in the fruits. So that is going to actually decrease the nutritive value of the fruits, and eventually you're not going to get the advantage which you should be getting having these fruits. Another issue is that the fruits being rich in fructose, the exposure for a prolonged period can lead to the microbes and the bacteria infesting these fruits and vegetables, which can eventually lead to the infection in a person consuming these fruits.
But there is more to it. Washing whole produce that has a protective ring or peel might seem like an annoying extra step to take before you start slicing and dicing. But there's a good reason for it. You're washing away any bacteria that might be lingering on the surface before it can get into the flesh, which is why pre-cut fruit can pose a risk when it comes to foodborne illness.
First and foremost thing is, it is always better to have fruits which are whole rather than not cut, and in case you're cutting the fruits, then it is always better to do it at home and consume it there and then.
Pre-cut produce is more likely to be contaminated with bacteria. Commercial processing facilities risk cross-contamination because of how many fruits and vegetables are being handled at one go, and consumers have no way of knowing if the prep area, surfaces, utensils, hands are being sanitized properly or not. They obviously also have a bigger carbon footprint and a shorter shelf life. Like I said in the beginning, what is convenient is not always good for you. Kajal or kohl, that one piece of cosmetic we all love so much, don't we? But this ostensibly harmless piece of cosmetic can lead to some serious health problems. Don't believe us? The US FDA has flagged off some concerns regarding the use of kajal or kohl in many cultures, and has also particularly spoken about the fact that the use in children can cause harm. Take a look at this detailed report. The week gone by has seen a lot of chatter around everyday practices and popular products like kohl or kajal. The US FDA has put the spotlight on this product we so easily use on ourselves and on our children, don't we? Kohl, kajal, alcohol, surma, tiro, tozali or quali. Call it by any name, the FDA says it leads to poisoning. What are these products then made of? Well, kohl, kajal, alcohol, surma, tiro, tozali and quali often contain high levels of lead. For example, lead usually in the form of lead sulfide sometimes accounts for more than half the weight of kohl products. Kohl products may also contain a variety of other materials such as aluminium, antimony, carbon, iron and zinc compounds as well as camphor and menthol. Are kohl and similar products directly linked to increased levels of lead in children then? The FDA is aware of instances, it says, of kohl-related lead poisoning in children in the US. A number of studies have shown that children exposed to kohl and similar products have increased levels of lead in their blood.
Traditionally, kajal, kohl, surma, these are products that have been linked with the high lead content and have sometimes led to lead toxicity. But increased awareness about this issue over the last couple of decades has resulted in a lot of products in the market being available which are either lead free or have a lower lead content, which is a good thing. So my suggestion would be, if parents or if people want to use kohl for the children or for themselves, they should look for products which are certified as being lead free.
So what is natural kajal? Traditional kajal is surma that contains natural ingredients. It has almond oil, castor oil, coconut oil or ghee, clarified butter, often used to give kajal a smooth texture and help it glide onto the skin. Some kajal formulations may contain herbal extracts like amla, neem or triphala for their purported medicinal or soothing properties. To minimize any potential risks, it is essential to use high-quality kajal from reputed brands and check the list for any harmful ingredients. Many modern kajal products are formulated with safer ingredients and are designed to be gentle on the eyes.
Despite being lead-free, there can still be an adverse effect of kajal on the eyes. It can lead to dryness in the eyes, which is a very common side effect of using kajal, and inflammation of the lid glands, which is called meibomian gland dysfunction. So these are serious things, and other than that, of course, there can be sometimes blurring of vision due to which could be transient. The advantage of good brands is that we know that production quality and manufacturing quality would be good, and there was less likelihood of infection going in. So my suggestion would be to go for a good brand which certifies that the product is lead free.
So if you simply have to apply kajal, do this. Essentially, your hands should be absolutely clean. Wash your hands, and if you are unable to wash your hands, ensure that you are sanitizing your hands. That's important. You're touching your eyes at the end of the day, and this is extremely important. Now, when you pick a kajal, make sure that you read the ingredients very carefully. If there is a red flag, don't pick that product. If the product is expensive, it's of a reputed brand, you must go for it. Essentially, the mistake that people make while applying kajal is this, that they pull down their eyelid in this fashion and apply it right inside in the sensitive area in the inner eye. That should not be done. It should be applied on the outer eye, just in this fashion, just like this, right outside and not inside. This is to not be done. You absolutely should not be sharing your makeup products. Your kajal should never be shared with anyone. Also ensure that you remove your makeup when you don't require to apply it, especially when you're going to bed. Make sure that you've removed your kajal.